Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, 5th February 2026. So let's go to the watch list. What is on these stocks? How do we trade them? What is next? Etc. So starting here with BNAI, this is incredibly bearish with a $30 break. Then just capitulation since then, coming all the way down to basically $24. And yeah, it looks bearish in this one. So for a day trade, I would avoid it until it can break 30 again, which doesn't look very likely for today. And yeah, if you're in this, I would just look to cut it if it loses this 24 level. To be honest, doesn't look good. Again, if you lose 24, basically losing the 200 EMA, 200 MA, all significant moving averages, and the trend is bearish, and you're going to break from the Bollinger Band bottom here, and it's going to be bearish, and explosive moves happen when you break the Bollinger Bands, and obviously what's the downside if it's the bottom, and to the upside if it's the top, and obviously this one is close to breaking the bottom, so it's going to be a massive downside move if you lose 24 on this one. So don't want to be in this beneath 24 if anyone else is. I wouldn't recommend it. However, for a swing trade, again, you want to hold this overnight. I wouldn't hold this overnight until you get a 4-hour green candle close over $30 in this, and then you should expect continuation up to 37.5 minimum for around a 15% first target. I'd call it on this one by the time you get filled. 15 to 20% first target, so maybe 17.5% first target, it's being specific, or 17% just to be safe on that lower side. With this BNAI, so 4-hour green candle close over 30 for continuation on this. And again, if you lose 24, you're done. And the daily time frame, again, it just looks like rejection here from the 30 resistance, so a daily close over 30 is needed. If you get a daily close over 30, you are reclaiming the ATMA as well in the daily time frame. And not only would you test 37.5, you can expect 50 to be tagged at some point as well. So maybe you can sell 50% at like 17% profit, then sell the rest at 50% at $50 around there. The next resistance like $48, $49 sort of price range, just to be safe. And that's BNAI on that one. So again, doesn't look too good on that one. So just we'll take it now to the next stock, TEAD. So I had a green trade in this one earlier, around the 0.7 break. Only looked for a 4-5% first target, and it ran up around 8%, 9% from entry. But yeah, on this one, again, everything's breaking down. Everything, you gotta be careful. You gotta stick to your trading plan, and then make sure you're only taking trades really like have very high conviction in, or from professionals. And you can find that link in the description and the Twitter bio. So yeah, I'll be watching this over 0.8 for an entry. I would avoid it completely for a day trade now until it broke 0.8. We've already done the 0.7 break. If it were to break again, I wouldn't be too confident because you've broken through it multiple times. And the more times you break through resistance, the weaker it becomes. So I would avoid this 0.7 break and focus on the 0.8 break on TEAD. And if you lose 0.6 in this, you've lost a 200 EMA, 200 MA, 60 EMA, every moving average and its mother, and yeah, it's looking bearish and probably coming towards 0.5, which is miles away. So if it loses 0.65, it's done in this one. But if you want to hold this overnight for whatever reason, you need a 4-hour green candle close over 0.8 on this one because it just looks like rejection from 0.8, and a red bearish candle losing the 60 EMA and borderline losing the Bollinger Band Center. And once you lose the orange line, the Bollinger Band Center, you're going to be 65% more likely to be beneath it. So yeah, not good in there. Again, if you lose 0.65, you're done. So I'm right here now. It's do or die on this one. And yeah, daily close over 0.82 to be safe. Just engulfing the 60 EMA. So this thick yellow gold line is above the 0.8 level. Just want to be above it. You want your candle to be above it to engulf it, like that. Green candle close over. So you can focus on the 4-hour candle close over 0.8 first for continuation to holding this overnight, then the daily for more conviction, more continuation, and a target of around 17% in my opinion. Once you get that, again on TEAD, again just between 15 and 20%, so it's good to just lower it and be a bit safe. So again, if it loses 0.65, it's done on this one. I'm finishing up on CISS, so similar to none that we've looked at really, because this one is still likely to squeeze for now for a day trade. So it's in a big falling wedge, consolidating since this spike over here at 10:35 Eastern time. And yeah, once we break outside of the wedge and can break 2.5, be looking for an entry in a move of a minimum of 6%. Again, it seems a bit stupid waiting for a plus 15% sort of move for it to break 2.5 and then enter if it's just 6%. But it's all about risk to reward, you know, what's your success rate from your strategy? You know, at least taking trades, sticking to trading plan, have a strict defined criteria for entry and making sure that you're right 7, 8, 9 times out of 10. And that means waiting sometimes for stock to shoot up 20% just to make 6% to know that you're going to be right and not have a red trade. And that's the way I do it. And alternatively on this one, if you lose $2 on this, you've lost the 1-day support, you've lost the 60 EMA, and you're coming down towards 1.8 sort of area to test this 200 EMA and 200 MA. And yeah, it looks bearish doesn't it, if it loses $2. I wouldn't want to be in this beneath $2. So stop losses beneath $2, guys. And then a 4-hour time frame for continuation on this one. If we're going to hold this one overnight, CISS. The 4-hour green candle close over 2.5 by the end of today or end of tomorrow. That means by 4 p.m. Eastern time of the 5th or the 6th of February. And that would see it continuing towards the next resistance of 3 for around a 15-20% first target, I'm guessing. Yeah, 15%. I'll just go 15% first target on this one. And then, yeah, let's go on the daily time frame to see if we can get above that 15% range. So I wouldn't hold this until overnight, until that's a 4-hour green candle close over 2.5 on CISS. And again, you've got 3 as a resistance anyway, so you might hit your head there. And daily close over 2.5 would be good. And again, it'll just see us break the Bollinger Band Center and be 65% more likely to remain above 2.5, flip it from resistance to support, and then build its way up. And once you break 3, you can focus on 4. So maybe you can sell 50% at like a 15% first target, and then sell another 50% or 40% around 4 for continuation. And that's it for today, guys. So again, be careful in these stocks. The market's bearish today and yesterday, so be careful. I'm going to take tomorrow off personally and fly to New York or something like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all later.